Jeff Darlington has the Raiders and Colts for us. He's in Indy today. Jeff, what are the Colts telling you today about what we should be expecting?
Well, Greeny, I was just literally talking to some Colts coaches a few feet away from here, and we were talking about this resurgence of Jonathan Taylor, specifically how exactly this has happened. We know how talented he has been as a running back, but the biggest difference inside the Colts building is his ability to pass protect. And that allows him to be more of an every down back. And that's sort of what I'm being told is what has been missing in recent years when it comes to what separates him from obviously being incredible, but to being what he is right now. And I think that you can keep an eye on that. In the past, they've literally had to take him off the field during some of those passing downs because he's become a liability. Now he is a receiving running back and he's good at blocking. So something to watch as we move forward in this game against the Raiders. And by the way, other side of the ball, a very important storyline we're following is Brock Bowers, the tight end who has been dealing with a PCL injury. Now, Pete Carroll did say earlier this week he expected Bowers to play, but doctors have continued to tell him the only way that that knee is going to get better is if he rests. Inactives coming out shortly. I can tell you right now, I get 0 cents from watching warm-ups that Bowers is playing in this game, but we will still keep an eye on those inactives for a potential surprise. But Bowers could be out of this game.
We'll bring them to you immediately, Jeff, the moment we get them. But 16 minutes from now, Adam Schefter will have all of the important information on actives and inactives, a lot of big stories with the Ravens, and, of course, that one with Brock Bowers. But to circle it all the way back to the Colts, if I can. Jonathan Taylor, wonderful story. He's a great player. We knew he was a great player. Daniel Jones may be a more interesting story because we didn't know he was going to be this. Yep. Alex, in your words, a lot of people are waiting for the other shoe to drop.
That's right.
Is it going to?
That's right, and I think there might even be some at this table. It is not going to happen, Greeny. I am telling you it's not going to happen. And listen, his skill set fits so perfectly in this offense. This guy is a great athlete at the quarterback position. He loves to use his legs. They incorporate it in the run game. And then I think he's a great distributor of the football. He gets the ball out of his hands. He's smart. He makes great decisions. And they have so many contributors on this team. Obviously, the back, Jonathan Taylor, is a monster, but the tight end, Tyler Warren's a good player.
Yes.
Michael Pittman, Josh Downs, Alec Pierce, A.D. Mitchell, right? Like, I feel like he is playing free given everything that happened to him here in New York, and he's just running the offense. And I'm telling you, it's the most efficient offense in the NFL. Tedy, he's leading the NFL in QBR.
Awesome.
Right? This guy is making everybody better around him. Listen, he's here to stay. He's here to stay.
He had a great September. And you got to give it to him. What are we talking? Win in the South? What is the South? Can he win? Can he win? Oh, yeah, really.
Oh, my God.
Can he play? Can he win a divisional playoff game? Can he get to the AFC Championship? Well, these are big goals that we're talking. I'm not just talking about looking good against the Las Vegas Raiders, which he probably will. Can you win a championship? Can you win a playoff game? All of that is a no for me right now with Daniel Jones. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Brew, this reminds me so much of last year and the Sam Darnold.
I mean, yeah, I could change names, right, and do the same thing with Sam Darnold. Yeah.
But here's the thing. What people don't know is, like, Brew will have, it's a Cyndi Lauper.
You show me your true colors eventually, Rex, right?
Yes, but go ahead, Brew.
You want me to sing it, don't you?
I do.
I'm singing it. Your true
So we sit here and watch games, and every time he throws up that interception, and it pained me so because I believe in Indiana Jones. You know I do. Right from draft day, I believe in Indiana Jones. Because of the same thing you talked about, Alex. Athleticism, brains, big arm, all that type of stuff, big body, all that type of stuff is NFL things. Man, it's been missing. I think part of it because he's been beat up so bad. But they actually protect them right now. What do you think, Moss?
What I think in a game like this, Brew, to go back to what you were saying, I think that Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts can go far. Last playoff appearance was in 2020. But one thing really stands out to me is everything that Jonathan Taylor and Mr. Nelson up front has done for this organization. One thing about it, in his first 5 years, Jonathan Taylor has led the National Football League in rushing once and maybe be on headed that way again this year. With Daniel Jones, you just put a guy like Max Crosby up on the screen warming up. Today, you showed on film where Daniel Jones and this offense gets in trouble is when he's not getting the ball out of his hand. 3-step, 5-step drop, get it out, deliver the ball. Where he's sitting back there patting the ball and hold it is where they get in trouble at. So today, going against the Las Vegas Raiders, you just put a bad man up on the television to Max Crosby. If he sit back there patting and hold that ball, they could turn the ball over today and it'll be a long day for the Colts.
The loser of this game is going to be 1-4. Gentlemen, 4% of teams that have started 1-4 have made the playoffs in the Super Bowl era. So, Rex, it's a must-win for these Ravens that you continue to believe in today, despite all these injuries.
Yeah, and maybe it's the 10 years I spent in Baltimore. We never had a bad defense. This one is horrendous, yet I still can't buy it. There's too many darn good players on that defense and the pride of this team. Look, all those injuries on the offense, maybe now the defense is going to sit back and say, it is up to us and we got to step up. And look, I'll say this. They have, matchup, makes fights or whatever.
Styles make fights.
Styles make fights. Thank you. Way better than I could have said it.
Damn,
Mumbled through it. But I'm going to say this. You've got three. They played 3 games, and Houston has yet to score an offensive touchdown in the past 3 games against the Ravens. Maybe, just maybe, this is exactly what they need.
But, Rex, they're missing 4 all-pros on the defense, right? Like, you had Lamar in there. I mean, there's 5 or 6 of these guys that, again, all-pro players at their position not playing. I agree. I hate the must-win thing. This is a must-win game.
Yeah,
I mean, they got the Rams next week, and then they're bye. I mean, they could easily, if they don't win this, they're staring at 1-5. And I don't like it. Listen, I want to see a ton of Derrick Henry today, right? Cooper Rush coming in. Listen, he is in his 9th year. He is a good player. They intentionally went out and got him in free agency, right? He's prepared for this. A 9-5 record on his career, but you do not want to get in a drop-back pass game against this Texans defense, right? This pass rush is elite. They got 2 defensive ends that can get after.
The separate question is, very quickly, they're not playing with Lamar Jackson today. Yep. So we saw him in that video. Does that change with Cooper Rush as the quarterback?
Yeah, I actually wonder, because with Lamar Jackson, you made a great point with those defensive end rushing up fields. That's how you got to be able to contain a guy like Lamar Jackson. I said earlier in the show, a guy like Cooper Rush coming in, I was talking to Alex, like, Alex, as a quarterback, what do you expect it to look like? And Alex, you were talking about a guy sitting back in the pocket, handing the ball off, and then doing what?
Little play action and quick. Yep.
It's just that simple. So I really think that between his pass catchers, that they could make some hay. But one more other thing, I need Derrick Henry to somehow be effective out of that backfield also. Let's see if that happens today.
Let me just go with these Houston Texans. All the pressure's on them. They should win this game. If they don't win this game with all these injuries to the Baltimore Ravens, they're horrible. They're horrible. I mean, they should win this game. And for Baltimore, this can be almost a season-defining win. Okay, just look at what the San Francisco 49ers did on Thursday, winning with Mac Jones, winning with Kendrick Bourne, so many players hurt. Alfred Collins, who's a rookie, he's the one that forced the fumble on Kyron Williams, on the goal line. Okay,
Yep.
He's the one. He was a rookie. Where are the Ravens rookies? Where is anyone stepping up from their draft class? So if you get this one and everyone's down and all hands are on deck, and maybe Lamar's hamstring has a miracle sort of healing process because he sees you win, could be a season-defining team come together. This is who we are when the football game.
Man, I'm just telling you, Moss, to your point, like these guys are outstanding. Houston, straight up the field, pass rushers, penetrating type style of defense.
Right.
It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. This is exactly how they play. They are not going to close the cutback. That's not how they play. And so why would they've had great success. I don't see them changing, and that's why I think it's going to create rush lanes.
But on the other side of the ball, this C.J. Stroud and this Texans offense has struggled, and their Achilles heel has been their offensive line.
Yep.
There is no better opponent to play than the Baltimore Ravens D-line, because they are the worst pass rush defense in the NFL, really missing Justin Madubuike. I think C.J. Stroud may get going today.
Do want to take it back to the comments that Jerry Jones made earlier in the week. And again, write down the words, that defense improved right before our eyes as the game went on. He's talking about the 40-40 tie with Green Bay. I will point out that the Packers scored on all 5 of their drives after halftime, 3 touchdowns and then 2 field goals, including the one that it ended in a tie. So, Rex, what is your reaction to Jerry Jones saying that their defense improved?
What? Are you out of your mind? That defense stinks. They stunk before, they stink now, and they're going to stink today. Come on, man. They got better right before our eyes. I'll be honest with you. They remind me of the 85 Bears or the 2000 Ravens. I'm not kidding. They are locked down. Alex Smith, you don't want to face that defense, my friend. Look, they are absolutely garbage. Yeah. They really are garbage on all 3 levels. So, I guess when you hold the team to a field goal, Good for you. Congratulations. They only kicked a field goal. Congratulations. But this defense is holding them back. It's holding back the entire organization. And they will today. I'm telling you, I think the Jets win this game.
Graz is talking about the defensive backs that are getting used to the scheme now and starting to play their techniques better in practice. I mean, are we in minicamp?
Yeah.
I mean, they should be ready to go. I mean, this defense needs to be counted on because as well as Dak Prescott is playing 4 starting offensive linemen, fellas. That's the big thing here for me. I mean, how can Dak continually do this if someone's in his lap? I don't know. And in film wall, you showed some of those plays where he is off platform and guys are on his legs. That's not something that he can do every single play. It's all set up for the New York Jets right here. I mean, if they just put it together and they're just stupid penalties, stupid play. Hopefully Aaron Glenn gets to some of these players this week where they can look good too, because both of these teams are teams you shake your head at that they should be so much more better with the players that they have, but they just haven't performed.
Yeah. You know, when I look at this game over the last couple of weeks, you're talking about the Doomsday defense. You know, we got Justin Fields on the screen right now. One thing that I learned from the great Charles Woodson is when you are making big plays on the defense and they have their hands up or they're pointing at each other about you were supposed to have my back but you didn't, that just shows me that they do not or did not understand the game plan. So I'm just looking at DC Matt Eberflus. What can he do on the road against this offense? Because if you're giving up the big play and y'all haven't shown over the last couple of weeks that you can defend it, this is a big day for Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson and company to stretch the field on the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm actually anxious to see, as much as Justin Fields has been doing for your New York Jets, I really would like to see if they can push the ball downfield. But because you're talking about guys with their arms folded, pointing fingers, you were supposed to be there. Indecisiveness. I look for a big day for the Jets.
Now Matt Eberflus, all right, knows Justin Fields extremely well, right?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he's a unique talent. Yeah. And sometimes like, ooh, how do we play him or whatever. If there's ever a week, Eberflus, I mean, come on, man. You know this guy. This team hasn't been able to move the ball on anybody. You should show up today. They're going to show up to the tune of about 350, 400 yards today and about 27 points.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rex. I like the Jets' chances in this. Listen, I think Brian Schottenheimer's done a really great job on the offensive side of the ball. We've talked about how well Dak's playing, as good as ever, maybe the best in the NFL. But this offense has carried a heavy burden all year. And now to be down 4 offensive linemen and 2 of your best players outside, like, I don't know if it is enough. And then just the crazy comment to say our defense improved. Right, you gave up 40 at home. You really only got the field goal, by the way, because the clock ran out. Right, like in the extra period, I don't think they have enough. They're not playing at nearly close enough a level. And again, going on the road to New York, I think a Jets team that obviously I think has the ability. It's been so Jekyll and Hyde, but they can run the ball now. Justin Fields is so good. Obviously doing a lot of the RPO, run-driven stuff from the quarterback position. I think they got a great chance today.
And what's been a big threat for this team also is their special teams in terms of Dallas. At Cavante Turpin, who's one of the most dangerous returners in the game, he gets you good field position.
Yes.
He's out.
Yep,
He's out too, and so it's tough sledding for the Cowboys.
We said early in week 1 we were talking about Aaron Glenn and what he was going to bring to the New York Jets, organization. And one thing that really stood out to me is being able to have a guy like Sauce Gardner traveled. He's traveled earlier in the first couple of weeks with all the injuries on the offensive side of the Dallas Cowboys. You got Turpin out. You got Lamb out. George Pickens is the only option on the outside for wide receivers. So I would like to see if Sauce Gardner can go over there on George Pickens. You know why? Because that leaves Jake Ferguson in the running game. See what type of game plan Aaron Glenn comes out with.
We'll see. Sauce Gardner has had a lot of penalty issues this year. He's been frustrated about it. We'll see if that's a factor.